Hi guys, it's AG Rockets, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a doll surfboard that looks a little bit like this. To do this, you will need the following: 2 different colors of paint. I chose green and blue. Good quality scissors that can cut through thin cardboard. And a paintbrush. You will also need some Mod Podge. Outdoor Mod Podge would be best, but I'm just going to stick with this since that's and you will also be needing a pizza box. I use a Delizio pizza box. You can also use just any cardboard and use a thicker one and just only do one layer. But this is how I like to do it. The last thing you will need is a doll, only so that you can measure it. So let's get started. First of all, you need to find the corner of your box that is open and take your scissors and cut up that part. So and we're going to cut up the line because we want to open up the box so that it's easier to work with. After you cut down one line, you're going to cut down the other. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that. And there you have it. Now that it is nice and spread out, it is easier to work with. So now what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to draw out your surfboard pattern. So you will also need a pen for this, and I'm sorry that I haven't mentioned it. Okay, so now you're going to put your doll down in the middle of your box and decide how long you want it to be. I don't want mine to be as long as a real surfboard would be for them, because it would just take up too much cardboard. So I'm going to about lay them like this, and that's how long I want my surfboard to be, just so that they can sit on it. Because you see, this one isn't very long, but when you lay them, when you have her sit on it, that's the length it is, and I think it looks like a good length. So I'm just going to cut, first I'm going to draw on what I want it to be. So, luckily you're going to paint this, so it's not going to be that bad if it's a little messy, so, yeah. Making 4 layers. So this is definitely not going to be perfect the first try, but we're just going to paint it. So I've drawn it out, and now I'm just going to follow one of the lines. I know it's really messy. I will be following this line right here. So yeah, take your scissors and go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've cut one out, and it's pretty good size. It's a little thinner than my other board, but that's okay. And I forgot to mention that if you've already made one of these, you can just use that. I actually forgot I even could do that, but I think it will work out just fine. And by the way, I'm making these for my upcoming series. I'm either going to make the first episode today, tomorrow, or the day after that. It just all depends on how much time I have. So yeah, after you've cut that one piece out, you can take your cardboard and you can take your pen and you can just draw out 4 more of those. Now, I actually decided that I'm going to make 2 out of this, and so I'm only going to stack them twice because it turns out it doesn't really need to be this thick. So, yeah. So, I'm going to slightly slant it. I might have to at least. And then, so now you can just trace that out. I have drew out 3 more of my surfboards. And so Now we're just gonna go ahead and cut that out. And by the way, you could definitely just cover them in duct tape if you don't, like colorful duct tape, if you don't wanna paint it, So I've cut out all 4. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue these 2 of these together, and then I'm gonna paint them and then cover it in Mod Podge. So yeah, I'm just gonna do one of them first, which is this one. So I'm actually gonna glue these sides together because they're gonna glue easier because they don't have any gloss on them like these. So yeah, I have a paintbrush and I have the 2 colors I'm using. One's gonna be all green with blue and one's gonna be all blue with green. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna paint this one all green, and then add some blue to this. So yeah, I just put it directly on, and by the way, I forgot, but you should have something under this, so that's better. Oh gosh, I just realized that I'm supposed to be painting this side right now. And this is supposed to be the Mod Podge side. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly fix this. Okay, so I've decided that I am just gonna paint this side. So change it, so yeah. And I'll be right back for when this dries and I can add the blue accents. Okay, so it's kind of dry, so I'm just gonna be, instead of painting on the accent layers, I'm gonna be putting glue on the back of this. So, have my Mod Podge. So we're just gonna apply that. Instead of smoothly, actually I'm gonna add this rather clumpily. After you add the glue, you can take the other side of your surfboard and stick that bad side to bad side. So I'm gonna paint another layer of green, by the way, and then just press that. Really well. I suggest putting heavy stuff on the non-painted side to really glue these 2 things together. So we're just grabbing stuff, putting them on. So that's better. So I'll be right back for when I finish off this one, and then barely sort of one being made, because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so I painted it and I glued them together. So now it's time to add the design. So I'm just going to make the paintbrush a little bit color. And then just kind of going around. the back, it's going to be just plain blue. So, yeah, I'll be right back when this is fully dry, and then I'll have it on the Mod Podge, and then this video will be done. I won't show the other surfboard because, well, I'll just have a review on them both later. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so we finally finished, and we're ready to put on the Mod Podge coat. Before I do, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I guess I'll just show you with this one because obviously I'm more proud of it. The design's really cool. And the back is just plain green. The blue one just probably showed up a little better, I don't know. So now I'm just going to be adding a second coat. Adding some Mod Podge. So, yeah. Okay, so Mod Podge and paintbrush and dip it in. And then just put it on. And this dries clear. And don't worry if you're like, wow, that's kind of turning it whitish. It will dry clear, as I've already said. So. We're going to do both sides as well. I'll be right back with a finished project. And so these are the finished products. It's covered in Mod Podge and dry, and they're really neat. I'm definitely going to be making a review, so stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed, and bye! Hope you liked my awesome magic power.